Hi everyone, it's Sunday again and welcome back. This week's video is slightly different because I am reviewing a ReMarkable paper tablet. This is not sponsored in any way, this video, it's just that my son bought one and so I thought I would use it for my sketch this week. This paper tablet is similar to an e-reader, but you like having a writing version. The screen is very similar. It's not a backlit display, so it's kinder on your eyes, and it uses e-ink, which I assume stands for electronic ink, which makes a nice crisp display. It comes with its own pen, which doesn't have any batteries, and it feels like writing with a normal pen. It's got a special nib which does wear down and you can replace it, and you can't write on that home page. You need to actually have a document open. So it has lines, or you can have squares, or you can have it vertical or horizontal lines. It's designed for note-taking or whatever you would normally use paper for, thus saving trees. I have used a tablet, a Wacom tablet, for drawing in the past, and the feel of writing on this screen is not dissimilar to writing or drawing on a Wacom tablet. You use the pen to open up the different tools on the right hand side. I think you can alter the menu to have it on the left hand side if you're right-handed, but as my son is left-handed, he had set it up so the menu was on the right hand side. If you don't remember to close the menu with that little dot at the top, on the top right hand side, then your hand can accidentally lean onto the menu and then you might change something inadvertently. You can erase things after you've written them, and here I am trying to erase it, but the first time it doesn't actually work, so it takes a couple of times before it actually works, so it's maybe not as sensitive as it should be. Apart from using the eraser, you also have a facility to draw a circle or any shape around a particular letter or something that you want to erase, and it will erase the whole thing. It also has the facility to erase an entire page. Now I've gone to a plain page so that I can look at all the different sorts of tools that you have, and you have a pen, a fine liner, a marker, a pencil and a brush, and also a highlighter. Now I did go through all of these, but in fact it made the video extremely long and actually quite boring. So I've just highlighted a couple of things, and here I am showing how the eraser works when you want to just draw around something and then erase it. And you can even erase quite a small portion or part of your writing or drawing, and that seemed to be more effective than actually using the eraser on its own. Apart from the different tools, there are also 3 different thicknesses for each of the tools that you can use, and on most of them you also have 3 different shades that you can use. There's black, grey and white, but the white will only work as kind of an eraser on the black or the grey. It won't work on its own, just like on real paper. So I am showing the brush one because the brush one was the one that shows up the most, and I'm drawing a square and colouring it in black, and then I'm going to use the white in 3 different widths of brush to show you how it shows up on the black. So this is the finest of the lines. Now I'm going to change it to the medium one, And now to the darkest one, or the thickest one. I have to remember to change it back from white, or else it won't show up. So just having a go and playing, and it's just fun to just play, just like it is with real pens. When you've had enough, you can just get rid of the page and start again. It takes some getting used to, but it's fun, and just like with any new tool, you need to experiment and try it out. Reminds me a bit of a very modern digital version of an Etch-a-Sketch, which I was never very good at as a child, but it is a similar concept using this e-ink, because I think that used magnetic particles to draw with, but in a very less sophisticated way, and this is much easier too. And here I am changing colour and colouring it in grey. I think my main criticism of the product is that it's extremely expensive, and would I use it? Sometimes, but not to justify the cost. To be fair, it isn't primarily designed for sketching. It is designed as for note-taking, and also you can download books onto it or PDFs and use it as an e-reader. You can then highlight passages or annotate your notes in the margins without ruining a book. For note-taking, it will also translate your handwriting into text, so that could be quite useful, and then save it in that format. This is number 2 of the sketches that I did, and I'm just going through the pages. This is number 1 now. Just as on other devices, you can zoom in and out and move around the page. Sometimes the page is a little slow to refresh. But one thing I did like, which isn't always so good on the Wacom tablet, is the fact that there isn't any lag between the pen and the screen, meaning whatever you draw or write is immediately visible and accessible. And if you make a mistake, you can just go back one step. So you can page back. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and will eventually. There we go. And if you wanted to go back a stage further, you could. There are 3 buttons at the bottom. The middle one is the home button, and the left and right buttons are to page forward and back. The on-off button is at the top. And it's nice and thin, but it feels really sturdy. It would have been nice to have incorporated some sort of pen storage. Now, this is my first drawing that I did, which is of my eldest grandson. I did find that actual shading would take some getting used to. I really hadn't completely mastered it, so I think I could do better if I were to practice on it. I just didn't quite have the same feel as paper. And of course, when I draw with pencil on paper, I smudge things, so I'm not sure how you do that on this. And this is the second sketch that I did. This is of my middle son. I have noticed that drawing flat these days, I tend to distort faces, and I'm suffering from glaucoma, and I do wonder if that is part of the cause. So to remedy that, it helps to use an easel, but of course when I'm filming I can't really use an easel. And I think my son would agree that he is much more handsome than I have depicted him here in this picture. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe to see more. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next Sunday at 15:30. Bye!